Imagine controlling the game with a single touch, dictating the flow of a match, outsmarting every opponent on the pitch, and delivering passes with pinpoint precision right when it matters the most. This is Toni Kroos, the mastermind of the midfield, the orchestrator who makes football look like chess. But what makes him so special? How does he always seem to be 2 steps ahead of everyone else? Today, we'll unravel the tactical brilliance behind Toni Kroos, exploring the genius that makes him one of the most feared midfielders in the world. Stick around, because what you're about to hear may change the way you see the game forever. But first, have you ever wondered what it would feel like to play chess on grass? Let's go in. To understand the genius of Toni Kroos, we have to start with the basics, his foundation as a player. Raised in Germany's football academies, Kroos developed an exceptional understanding of the game from a young age. By the time he was 17, he was already being called the next big thing at Bayern Munich. But here's the thing. It wasn't his physicality or speed that caught people's attention, it was his mind. Kroos thinks 3 moves ahead. And in football, that's everything. Let's be honest. Who needs to sprint like Kylian and Mbappe when you can outsmart your opponent with a flick of the boot, right? But his true genius lies in his tactical awareness, which brings us to our next point, his vision. Have you ever watched a game and noticed how the ball just seems to gravitate towards certain players? For Kroos, it's not luck. His ability to read the game is second to none. He sees things others don't. His vision allows him to predict plays before they even unfold. Let's break down one key match: Real Madrid vs Bayern Munich, Champions League semi-final 2018. With just a glance, Kroos anticipates a run from Cristiano Ronaldo. He delivers a perfect long ball, dissecting Bayern's defense. It's almost surgical, and it leads to a critical goal. But here's where it gets even more interesting. It's not just about seeing the pass. It's about executing it. And that's where his passing accuracy comes into play. Let's talk about passing accuracy. Toni Kroos is one of the most accurate passers in football history, boasting a completion rate of over 90% in most seasons. That's insane! Imagine threading a needle through a wall of defenders. Kroos does that every game. It's almost as if he's using a cheat code. If FIFA had a perfect pass button, it would be named after Kroos. But this skill isn't just about numbers. His passes control the tempo of the game. It's the difference between a chaotic match and a symphony. Remember the 2014 World Cup final? Germany versus Argentina. Kroos delivered 112 passes in that game, more than anyone on the field. He wasn't just playing, he was conducting the entire match. It was as if the ball was attached to his boots by strings only he could see. And that brings us to the true essence of his brilliance, controlling the tempo of the game. In football, tempo is everything. Play too fast and you lose control. Play too slow and you lose the advantage. But Toni Kroos, he has the rare ability to control the tempo like a puppet master. When Kroos is on the field, the game moves at his speed. He knows when to push forward, when to pause, and when to strike. It's almost like he has a sixth sense, timing the rhythm of the game perfectly. Let's be real, he probably controls the tempo of his grocery shopping too. No, honey. We don't rush this aisle. We control the pace. In matches for Real Madrid, Kroos has consistently been the one to shift gears, deciding when the team should go all out or when they should hold back and keep possession. It's this control that made him vital in 4 Champions League victories. But what about the pressure? How does he remain so calm on the biggest stages? That's where his tactical awareness shines brightest. Let's talk about pressure, those moments when the game is on the line, and every move matters. Most players crack under it, but Kroos? He thrives. His tactical awareness allows him to make the right decision, even when surrounded by defenders. Take Real Madrid's 2022 Champions League final against Liverpool. In a high-pressure situation, Kroos remains composed. He doesn't just react, he anticipates. He knew how Liverpool would press and already had solutions in his mind. His awareness allows him to dictate not just his own actions, but those of his teammates as well. It's like he's playing forward chess while everyone else is still figuring out checkers. That's why, whether in a World Cup or Champions League final, Kroos remains one of the most dependable players under pressure. And it's also why his teammates look to him for guidance in the toughest moments. But what about the personal side of Kroos? How did this cold, tactical genius evolve into a leader on the field? Toni Kroos wasn't always a leader. Early in his career, he was quiet, focused more on perfecting his own game. But over time, he grew into the role of a leader both at Real Madrid and for the German national team. Off the field, Kroos is known for his humility. He's not flashy. He lets his game speak for itself. But that's exactly what makes him such a respected figure in football. It's his consistency, his willingness to let the team shine first, that has made him a role model for younger players. In a world full of egos and personalities, Toni Kroos stands out as a quiet mastermind, always in control, always with a plan. He's proof that you don't need to be the loudest voice to be the most influential one. And the big question is, what's next for Kroos? Could we be witnessing the final chapters of his illustrious career? Toni Kroos has given us years of tactical brilliance, unforgettable performances, and lessons in how to master the art of football. But his legacy isn't just in the titles he's won. It's in the way he's reshaped the role of a midfielder. Calm, composed, and always in control, he's the mastermind of the modern game. If you want to jump deeper into the stories of football's greatest minds, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Join the conversation. What do you think is next for Toni Kroos? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.